What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Wow, that first scene is actually spot on. We're going to be racing this Honda Integra Type R, the DC2 Integra, on the Nürburgring Nordschleife. We're going to bring it on with the tourist entrance that we have in this game, and we're going to race it around the track and hear all the Vtec goodness coming out of this thing. I always loved the DC2 Integra, and yeah, again, like on Gran Turismo 7, you have the tourist entry on this track, and I love doing this. I don't know why. It's just something kind of fun to try. It's basically like taking a regular car out and you bring it on the Nürburgring in real life, and you just race it around the track, and it's just something really fun about it, in my opinion. So that's what's happening in today's video. I'm going to take out this DC2 Integra. I haven't really done much to this thing. I've done very simple upgrades to it. I've upgraded the brakes, the tires, very like actual realistic mods. So I've upgraded the tires, I've upgraded the brakes, and I gave it an intake and an exhaust. Oh yeah, and coilovers as well. And that's pretty much all we've done to this thing. Power wise, I think it's gone up in power maybe like, what, like 8 horsepower or 6 horsepower, whatever it is. It's not really that much of a difference. But I made it so it actually helps with the sound a little bit more as well. Anyway, let's take it out on the track and let's do a full lap of the ring in this thing and let's see what it's like. Alright, here we go. Onto the track with the tourist entrance. Also, someone in my previous videos said that I should try and do it without the actual UI up, so it looks a little bit better. Of course, after this, I'm going to show you guys the full like exterior view of this as well. So we'll see what that's like. But anyway, let's go. Okay. It's not going to be particularly fast, but this is definitely going to be one of those cars that you have to like ring it out. All the revs. Also be very careful with the brakes and everything. It's super lightweight car, so you gotta be careful with that. Also, with it being front wheel drive, it's gonna, I feel like it's going to end up slipping a little bit, but like understeering. But we'll see. We shall see. It absolutely screams, though. It turns in really sharply, though. I like that. It's not on race tires, though, so it's still on sports tires. So basically, kind of a street tire still. Just a better tire than the comforts that were on it. Completely stock. This thing absolutely screams! I love it. Oh God. A little sketchy. Higher speeds are very sketchy, especially with it being front wheel drive. Oh my God, that sounds so good. I don't think it's going to be a very fast time, but it doesn't really matter. It's going to be a fun time. I'm not even like trying to... Yeah, there's the understeer a little bit. I'm not even trying to like do the most perfect run either. I'm like trying to just enjoy the lap and try to go as fast as I possibly can. Within limits, alright? Within limits. Boy. It's the balance of it. When you slam on the brakes, you better do it as you're in a straight line, because if you start braking and turning in this thing, that back end lifts off the ground and it just starts to come around, and you're gonna have a bad time. If you ever had like a quick and light front wheel drive car, knowing how quick that back end comes around, especially if you're putting all of the weight on the front end, it is pretty scary. But I think having it with the slight bit of lift off oversteer, making the back end come around. Like I had a GTI back in the day, like in real life, not in a game, but I had a GTR back in the day. And that thing, it wasn't the heaviest thing in the world, so you kind of like go light on the brakes when you're in a corner, kind of like that, and the front end just kind of pulls around. It's a little bit sketchy sometimes, but it's so fun. Like, when people are saying that you can't have fun driving a front-wheel drive car, you definitely can. Because it's very, very sketchy if you drive it quickly, and it's a really nice experience. But I can see why people are saying that you can't have fun in a front-wheel drive car, because you can't slide it around corners and stuff like that. But there's a driving technique that you need with front-wheel drive cars, and if you've owned one, especially a quick one, Civic, an Integra, something like that, even a GTI, like I said, one of the older GTIs when it wasn't as heavy as the newer ones, with a little bit of power. See how nicely it just pulls around with the tap of the brakes when you're mid-corner? Like, not even slamming on the brakes, just a little tap to pull the front end inwards, kind of shifting the weight of it, and it's just a nice feeling to drive like that. But again, you just have to be very careful with the higher speed corners. The higher speed corners, you have to be very, very careful with the way you brake, because it'll still do the same thing, except you're driving really, really fast at that point, so you just have to be very, very careful. This thing is nice though. I like this. Like I said, like the realistic mods and everything, or realistic upgrades, really I should say, not mods, because mods, people would think that I'm like modding the game, but it's not, like actual upgrades for this car. The realistic modifications, upgrades to this car. It is a nice feeling to drive this. Pulling up to the carousel, trying to floor it as I'm coming out of the corner, because understeer will end up taking over, so. And the carousel. Not bad. I don't think it'll beat our 911 that we had earlier on in the week. If you guys haven't seen that video, go and watch that. The GT3 RS, absolutely just such a weapon around this track. Really, really fun car to drive. This is also fun, but this is kind of like on a different playing field. Much cheaper playing field. Even though these I think are starting to do the open price. These old diesel 2s. If you find like a really good condition Type R, I think you can get quite a decent amount of money for one of these if you have one. Oh, it's so light on its like tires. I was gonna say so light on its feet, but it's so light on its tires. Kind of messed that up a little bit there. You saw the understeer. There we go, trying to... The scream of the Vtec though is so good. And there's something so special about old Hondas, man. I used to always look down upon them, like when I was younger, because it used to be everywhere. Like I was never a Honda kid. Like I could appreciate a clean looking one, like someone that built a nice clean Type R. But there were so many clapped out ones around in my area and where I lived and all that, and it's just, I started to hate them, and then obviously as I grew up, of course I realized that how special the Type Rs were. The B16, I mean, an absolute weapon. Like, it's just... just such a good car. It's such a good engine. Brilliant, brilliant car. Try to ring her out one last bit here, right at the very end. Nice. That was clean. The noise is so nice with this thing as well. So it looks like behind me. I'm with the Recaro seats on it as well, so like I just... Oh no, there we go. You can actually see them. Very, very cool. The sound is class on this thing. I love it. And then here's where we get off. And that's pretty much it. Alright, let's head over to the replay and we'll have a little listen to that. And of course we'll see what this thing drives like, or what it looks like when we're done. Anyway, let's park up here. Alright, let's go to the replay. As we all know, Gran Turismo has unbelievable replays. They're always so good. So let's have a quick look and see what this thing is like. Also, let's listen to it. That's also important. Okay, come on, hit it. It's so loud. It is so loud. I love it. Yeah, man, the DC2 is like such a cool car. It makes such a good noise too. Ooh, a few pops here and there as well, because we got the upgraded exhaust. I like that. Slight pops on the downshift. I wonder if I actually end up going like fast enough for some of these corners to tripod. Basically, for people that don't know what that means, is when you go so hard in the corner, especially one of these like really lightweight cars, especially a car that's front wheel drive, one of your rear wheels will end up lifting off the ground because you're pulling so much G. And obviously because it's just so tight with the suspension that one of your wheels will just lift off the ground a little bit. I don't know if I can actually do it in this car. I also don't think I was driving fast enough, to be honest. Told you, man, the replays in this are just beautiful. I love Gran Turismo, man. It's always so beautiful to just play. It's just fun to hop on and just take a random car like this and just bring it out on the track. Oh yeah, let me know down below, by the way, suggestions for doing stuff like this, because I love just testing out cars in the Nürburgring. It's just a great experience. Like I said, I love driving around on this track. I've done it so many times, and then it's just coming back on and doing more of it. It's always fun. And it's always fun to do it in different cars too, you know? This is brilliant. I could genuinely just watch this all day. Just watch different cars go around the ring. Seriously, it's just... Whoa. We don't have any flames popping out of the exhaust though. Sometimes I think we can have that happen. Maybe with the race exhaust. But this isn't even the race exhaust. It's just, I think it's the semi-racing one. So it's not fully straight through. It is... I'm pretty sure it is somewhat straight through, but it's not fully, I don't think. I think the racing one is just basically a straight pipe. It doesn't sound as good as this one though. I've tested it out just to see which one sounds the best, and this semi-racing one sounds the best out of the lot. I've even bought like just the sports exhaust as well. This one still is the best. Just makes the best noise. Alright, well, I'm gonna let you guys listen to the rest of this. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, of course, subscribe, like this video if you liked it and you enjoyed it and you want to see, like I said, more stuff like this on the channel. Yeah, again, suggestions down below. What cars would you guys want to see go around the ring? I'm definitely down to try something that you suggest. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.